Hello everyone. Welcome to this session on Introduction to Quantum GIS or QGIS as part of the online training program on Introduction to Remote Sensing and Geographic Information Systems using QGIS. Myself, I am Chaitanya KS, Deputy Director and Core Faculty Member at National Water Academy, Central Water Commission, Pune. I will be acting as course coordinator for this training program. Um, this training program is designed for those at beginner and intermediate levels with some basic understanding of GIS and remote sensing. Anyway, in the first two sessions, you had an overview of the basic concepts of remote sensing and geographic information systems. In the coming sessions, we will try to see those concepts in practice, making use of QGIS software, which is a free and open source software. In this session, we will have a short introduction to QGIS and then we will see how to install QGIS software on our systems. About QGIS, QGIS is a free and open source software termed FOSS. QGIS can be used to create geospatial data, edit data, visualize geospatial data, analyze, conduct geospatial analysis, and also publish geospatial information in the form of maps. It serves as a comprehensive platform for managing both vector and raster data. It is an official project of the Open Source Geospatial Foundation. It was initiated in the year 2002 by a person, Gary Sherman, as an effort to build an user-friendly GIS application. Over the years, it has grown significantly to the active contributions of a community of developers, users, and organizations. The first stable version was released in the year January 2009, and if you go to QGIS portal, you will find the latest version is I think 3.40, and every month you will be having a newer version of software being released. It is constantly under development because under continuous improvement. It is released under the general public license, GNU General Public License, which ensures that it remains freely available for anyone who wants to make use and even modify and redistribute. This model promotes collaboration and continuous improvement of the software. It runs on all operating systems and supports a wide range of file formats and databases. It has an user-friendly interface, and the most positive thing that goes in favor of QGIS is the availability of the community support. Whenever you face any issue in QGIS, if you put your error message in the user forums or in the archives of forums, where you will definitely, in all probability, you will find the solution there itself. Only thing is you should know where to look for the solution. And also there will be a very thriving community of users who will come to help you by suggesting the resolution. So and also you will also get a lot of material for learning apart from the documentation, QGIS documentation. It comes with even a manual, training manual, and sample data set. There are also many tutorials developed by the QGIS community, which are freely available for learning and self-learning and building the capacity. Uh, so and then QGIS offers a choice between different releases. You can have multiple versions of QGIS installed on your system, though sometimes it may create an issue of compatibility. um, in this program, we will be installing the latest LTR, long-term release version, on our systems. We will be going through those steps in a while. Because it is open source, because it is freely available and the source code is publicly accessible, and many users and developers They customized and extended the basic functionalities through plugins, akin to mobile applications, you can say. These plugins extend the functionality, basic functionality of QGIS. So we will also have a session on plugins, and we will see some of the popular plugins developed by QGIS users and developers. So this architecture, plugin architecture, this open community support, all these make QGIS a very widely used GIS platform in the world as of date. QGIS can be installed on Windows operating systems in two ways. You can go to this URL qgis.org. You can search for QGIS in online, and you will find this URL qgis.org. And then the download section, if you go to download section, you will find you can install either by a online installer or offline standalone installer. Using standalone installer is the easiest way and is suitable for beginners. However, the installer file itself occupies lot of space, about 1.5 GB or so. We have to, it is better to go for LTR, that is long-term release version, because they undergo rigorous testing before release, and they receive bug fixes. They are relatively free from bugs. Standalone installers include everything that QGIS needs in a single download. So it is very bulky. You have to make sure that you have about 3 GB space free in your C drive before installing QGIS. However, in this program, what we will suggest, if you go along with the steps being told, we will be using this online installer. This standalone installer contains not only QGIS release but also the Geographic Resource Analysis Support System, GRAS full form, GRAS GIS, and also Saga GIS, System for Automated Geoscientific Analysis. Um, we For this program, as we will be installing the LTR, the long-term release 3.40. Current version is 3.40.12, and everyone is suggested to install it using the network installer. Even though you can have multiple versions of QGIS on the same desktop or laptop, better you uninstall all the older versions and use the current version for this program. It becomes all the more important because we will be using Saga and GRAS tools for catchment delineation, and especially Saga tools in recent time have not been working properly because of lack of official support. We will see how to overcome those issues. Generally, the network installer is used by advanced users, but there is one express install and advanced install processes steps. You can choose the express install here. Otherwise, the installer file is very small. It doesn't it occupies little space, and using this you can manage multiple geospatial packages and their dependencies and updates in a better way. So one can go for this network installer. OSGeo for 4, that means open space geospatial software for Windows. You can only install the required packages, and it is possible to efficiently update the only required components only. So we will see that. Since the version 3.20, QGIS installer files, they run only on 64-bit Windows systems only. So in case if anyone of you are using old Windows operating systems such as Windows 7, you may face an issue. So you may have to install old versions of QGIS. You can go to the archive where you will find all the previous releases of QGIS. though you can make use of this URL, you can search for it. And also we will see that QGIS has a lot of support in the form of training resources, documentation, and sample data. Along with the documentation, you get the sample data and the training manual. We will demonstrate this now. Let us have a quick demonstration of installation of QGIS. You can also follow the same steps to install QGIS. Search for QGIS in Google or type the URL qgis.org in the address bar. This is the portal of QGIS where you will find the download section here in the download tab. Click on download, and then this as it says, the QGIS project is a result of huge effort and social contribution from many community members. If in case if you if anyone wants to support, they can make donations. You can skip it and go to download. This is the download section. The current version of the QGIS is 3.44.4, which is the latest release, which was released on 24th October 2025. You can find it here for download. And the long-term release which is available is 3.40.12. We will download this long-term release. The long-term release is suggested because it is more stable. As it also says, LTR builds are intended for those who value stability or having latest features. Anyway, we will be learning basics here, so we will download LTR. There are two ways of downloading the long-term release of QGIS, either using the network installer OSGeo for Windows installer, or using the standalone installer. As stated earlier, if we are using standalone installer, the installer file, it will be very bulky. It will come as a whole, QGIS, and also along with GRASS and other Saga, it will come along, and it will be about 1.5 GB space. And once you run it to install QGIS on your system, you have to make sure that there is enough space, at least 3 GB space available on your system. And if you are going for network installer, the advantage with network installer is you can choose what you want to install. You can also advanced users can also choose the selected dependencies or Python packages for specific purposes. And also you can keep the QGIS updated, unlike in the standalone installer, where you once you download the installer file, you can make n number of copies on various systems, and you can install QGIS as a standalone software. Whereas we will use the network installer, we will show how we can install the QGIS LTR for now, and we will also use the network installer later on when we want to make use of some packages for some few plugins, like for semi-automatic classification plugin, we will use it. So now you click on this OSGeo for Windows network installer. The file will be downloaded immediately. It is 1 MB file. Once it is downloaded, you can run it as a administrator. You can right click, run as administrator. Then it will ask you whether to allow the app to make changes to the device. You click on S. You will have these two options of express install and advanced install. We will not go for advanced install. Advanced install we will come back afterwards. So you check this express install and then click on next. Then it will ask you to choose a download site. Choose the first option, download.osgeo.org. Then click on next, and then it will ask you to select packages. We will only select QGIS LTR. We will not select, if you select QGIS, then the latest version of QGIS will also be installed. Then click on next. Then it will ask you for selecting dependencies, some of the dependencies packages which are not met, unmet dependencies, like some of these are essential for QGIS, running QGIS. So we will you can make sure that this is checked, then click next. Then it will ask for agreeing license terms for some of the non-open source license agreements. It will come for 3 to 4 times. You check this and then click OK, next. Then the installation will start, and you will also find the progress of installation. It will take some time. Make sure that you are connected to internet while this happens. Meanwhile, let us have a look at other help options available in the portal. You can check this resources tab. Under resources, you will find this documentation. QGIS has lot of documentation. In English it is available. So for QGIS 3.4 LTR, you can find this desktop user guide, then QGIS training manual, then gentle introduction to QGIS. So if you see this gentle introduction to QGIS, it is a very useful document. It is not QGIS specific. It gives a very basic and conceptual understanding of GIS, starting from vector and raster data models, creation of data, data capture, topology, coordinate reference systems, map projection, spatial analysis. So you can go through this document for better understanding of GIS. We will also be providing this as a PDF in the training material. Then there is training manual with sample data. We have made use of this documentation and training manual to create some of the exercises. You can also have a look at the training manual, and the user guide is very extensive. Then you have resources hub, where many of the resources created by individual users, developers, organizations on various styles, various models, 3D models, etc., which are created. This is for advanced users. For you, you can like go just have a look. Then plugins are scripts which are written to extend the functionality, basic functionality of QGIS. These are written in Python, and they are uploaded to a repository, and you can so that users can download these plugins to extend the functionality of QGIS for specific purposes. It is like similar to the mobile applications that you find on Google Store. Here also you will find these plugins in this plugin repository, QGIS plugin repository, official plugin repository, where you will find many of the plugins along with their ratings, number of downloads, etc. The more popular plugins you can see, and you can make use of them. We will have a separate session on plugins, QGIS plugins afterwards, so we will come back later. Then resources, you have books, a listing of books by various publishers on the QGIS. And there are other things like certification program information. Then let us go to community, and in community you will find information about local user groups, various meetings of QGIS user conferences, etc. There are also members blogs, many from people who wrote those books which we have seen, and other who have developed plugins, they have created their own blogs, like for example this one, this blog by Anita Grazer. If you click on those blogs, you will find lot many listings of different posts where you will find useful information. Also, yeah, there are other things like case studies, yeah, past releases. In the download section itself, you will have archive, where you can have a look at the older versions of QGIS. You can download them as per the requirement of the dependencies, as per the limitations posed by your system. So that is about I hope our installation is also done. Click on finish. Once the installation is done, you can check the C drive. A new folder OSGeo for Windows will be created. We will come back to this folder because we have to make some settings. We have to give path to Saga when we do the delineation. We will come back to this. So, then you can launch QGIS from the startup menu by typing QGIS. So you can see QGIS desktop 3.40.12, that is LTR, is installed. You can click here to launch the QGIS. So it is loading. For your reference, these are the screenshots of the steps for installation of QGIS using network installer. You follow these steps in the same manner to complete the installation. So now we will have a look at the QGIS interface. We will after installation we will launch QGIS, and these are the different sections of QGIS guided user interface. You have the menus on the top, main menu, and these are the various toolbars, and this is the map canvas area. There are browser and layers panel, and then locator bar, status bar, scale, and this one projection. Now let us look at the interface. Click on project and click on new. Now the interface may look different in your case. Uh, there may be a browser panel and as well as layers panel in your case. There may not be many toolbars, so many toolbars as you can see here. So all this is customizable. You can go to view and then click on panels and toolbars and see which all panels are checked, and only those panels will be visible. Now if I want to bring browser panel, I can check this browser. So the browser panel has come, and if I don't want it, I can cross it. Now if I accidentally cross this layers panel, if I want to bring it back, you go to layer and then under panels you check the layers panel. Similarly, the toolbars, you can go to view and check the toolbars. Some of the toolbars you frequently use, you keep them, and other toolbars you can uncheck them, which are not frequently required. Now you can access this layers and toolbars from here. You can click anywhere where there is no tool, right click, and then you will find this panels and toolbars. You can check and uncheck the and customize your interface from here. And also these windows, these panels are they are flexible. You can drag them. You should try to aim for larger map canvas for visualization purpose, where your maps will be displayed. Now let us quickly have a look at various features of QGIS interface. Anyway, they will be covered in the subsequent sessions also. So in the QGIS interface, this is the main menu bar, and menu bar has at the very top of the QGIS window. It provides access to all major tools from the drop down menus. Like you have the project menu where you have options for creation of new project, edition, then opening of new project, etc. Then if you go to edit, where you have various tools for editing or create editing layers, right? And then editing attributes. Under view, we have the controls for map display, for zoom out, zoom in, panning of map, and then the panels and toolbars interface where you can check and uncheck to customize your interface. Then settings, you can customize the interface layout, toolbars, and other projection settings from here. Then plugins is where you manage your plugins to extend QGIS functionality. We will be coming to that later. Then under vector and raster, some of the important tools, processing tools, which are specific to vectors data model and raster data model are listed. Like you can check above, these are the various tools which are available. Similarly, under raster, we have different tools. Then database is basically for connecting to spatial databases. We will not be dealing with it. Then you have web. You may not be able to see this in your case. You may or may not see, depending. Like we will be making use of one plugin, quick map services. It will come under web main menu. Then mesh, then scp. This is only visible, this will be visible only if you have installed scp plugin. Then processing, this is the heart of QGIS. Under processing toolbox, all the algorithms or tools which are available under QGIS under different heads, hundreds of algorithms, they are listed over here. You can access them by searching over them. Some of those important tools are listed under vector and raster, but all of those we will find under in processing toolbox. And not just from QGIS, you will also find processing algorithms from third-party providers like GRASS, then Saga, etc. Then help option to get access to QGIS documentation. This help option will be very useful. Now toolbars, they are, you see they are shortcuts, icon based shortcuts which are grouped. Like these options under project for creation, opening, saving projects, the same thing. There is one project toolbars. If you hover your mouse, it gives you the name of the toolbar, and these are the different tools under that project toolbar. One is save, one is open, one is new project, etc. Similarly, if you hover your mouse here before this hand, pan, map, this is map navigation toolbar where you have options for zoom in, zoom out, extend to full layer, then panning of map, etc. And then you have the selection toolbar. Then you have web toolbar, and some of the toolbars are not active, like digitization toolbars, they are not active. So this is about toolbars. Then browser panel. The browser panel can be very useful for data exploration when you have data on your system. Now let us bring the browser panel first and check the browser panel. Yeah. So if you have your data sets on your system, if you want to access them frequently, you can make a favorite. You can keep them in one folder and create a favorite, and then you can easily access them. So basically you can browse your data sets from here, and you can add them into layer from this browser panel. Most of the time it is not much useful, so we can keep it off. We can keep the layers panel, and this processing toolbox, these are all dockable panels. Once you have searched for processing toolbox, this will appear. You can cross it once you have searched for the relevant tool. Then you have the layers panel. It is on the on the left side of the interface. It controls the order of layers, visibility of the layers. You can also group them. We are not going into grouping of layers, etc., for this training. And you can have a look at the quick look at the layer properties by hovering your mouse on the existing layers. Then we have the map canvas area, which is the most important area, where the all geographical data, GIS data, is displayed and visualized. It supports on-the-fly projection, enabling datasets in different CRS to be displayed together seamlessly. Now this one on the right side corner, you have the project coordinate system, which is EPSG 4326. It is a code. 4326 is the code given by European Petroleum Survey Group, EPSG, for global coordinate system. Now global coordinate system is nothing but longitude and latitude. It is not projected onto the plane, which will be known as projected coordinate system. Global coordinate system means coordinates will be in longitude and latitude. In the projected coordinate system, where the coordinates will be different, like eastings and northings, etc. So this is the project coordinate system, and whichever layer that you are adding in a different projections, on the fly they will be changed to this project CRS for display purpose. Internally they are not getting changed, but for display purpose it will be done. And there are tools for measuring of distances, like this one. That we have, you can do that measurement on the directly in the map canvas area. Then you have the status bar. In the status bar, bottom of the interface, it provides contextual information and quick access control. For example, the coordinate display, you hover your mouse, it will give the cursor coordinates in map units, then map scale, then coordinate reference system that we have just seen, render control, magnifier tool, then rotation control, message area. These are the various components of status bar. Yeah, I think that is sufficient for now. We will be looking at various tools, various components of QGIS in much detail in the coming sessions. So in this session, we have installed our software QGIS on our systems, and you know how to launch it from the start menu. You can simply search for QGIS and launch it. Otherwise, you can find out where the QGIS is. You will find it in under start menu program. There is one OSGeo for double Windows folder, where you will find the icon, the shortcut for QGIS desktop. You can double click it to launch QGIS. So that's all for this session on introduction to QGIS, wherein we covered the why the why QGIS. We have explored that question, why we want to make use of QGIS, and then we have seen how to install QGIS, and we have briefly seen the interface of QGIS. In the next session, we will have a look at open access data sources, both vector and raster data sources. So see you there.